Welcome back to Travel Trailer Nation. Are your pets safe in there? Maybe not. And that should be a concern. We've had a Marcel monitoring unit in our trailer for about the last 5 years, and I got to tell you, we're thrilled with it. Marcel runs on its own cellular network using AT&T or Verizon, so it doesn't rely on a Wi-Fi signal. Now, you will need a cellular plan if you buy a Marcel unit, and they run, if you're going to pay for a year, it's going to be $99. If you decide to pay monthly, then it's going to be $14.95 a month. The cost of the multi-sensor is $99. Now, they've provided a code to us to give you $20 off at checkout at meetmarcel.com. The code is TTN20. That's Travel Trailer Nation 20. Let's face it, we spend a lot more on things for our trailer that don't provide as much security as a monitoring system for our pets. So let's talk about the kind of protection you're going to get if you have a Marcel unit in your trailer. It constantly monitors the temperature and the power in your trailer. And so why is that important? Well, let's face it, campgrounds have power outages all the time. And I would say in the last 3 years, we've probably had 4 power outages at campgrounds. They didn't last very long, but they did happen. And fortunately, we were there, but if we weren't, we would have gotten an alert. Now, the other thing that it monitors is temperature, and why is that important? Well, you could still have power in your trailer, be gone, your pet could be inside, and perhaps your AC unit dies. Okay, so it's going to get very hot in the trailer. Let's face it, they are not insulated very well. And so it's kind of like being in a car, the temperature is going to rise up. Now, the great thing about the Marcel unit is that you download an app to your iPhone called Sensored Life. And then you go into that app and you can adjust your parameters for temperature and humidity. The temperature is easy to adjust. You have a maximum and a minimum. And if it gets out of that range, it's going to give you an alert. And you can set up your alerts for email, phone, or text. I set up each alert for all 3 so that no matter what happens, I'm getting notified one way or the other. And believe me, you'll get notified. Tammy's even said to me before, why is that going off? Well, because we've exceeded the temperature in the trailer because we have it under the shop here. So when I get home, I always have to raise the temperature up because it's all closed up. And if it's 100 degrees outside, it's going to get, it's going to get warm in that trailer. So when we're camping, I typically set it at around 82 degrees. That's just where I like to keep it, somewhere between 80 and 82 degrees. The minimum I don't really worry about. I set it at freezing. As far as humidity goes, I don't worry that much about the humidity setting. Now, there is something great that you can add on to your Marcel unit if you want to, and that's called an S-Puck. The S-Puck is a little water sensor. I have 5 of them. They're $29.99. I have 5 of them. I put them under both sinks, the water heater, the water pump, and under the shower. So I'll get notified if there's any leak. And I have been notified before. We had a leak under the bathroom sink where a fitting had come off, loosened up under one of the faucets. So I was sitting out in the living room in the morning, and all of a sudden I got an alert from Marcel saying, you have a water leak. And you can name each S-Puck to the location where they are. So this one said, you have a leak in the bathroom sink. So I went in there, and sure enough, water was dripping down from one of the faucet connections. I tightened it up and we were good. So folks, it doesn't matter to me if you buy the Marcel unit. It's a great deal. We love it. But you should have some sort of protection for your pet when you're away from your trailer and they're inside. So, do your research. If you want to buy something else, sure. There's plenty other units out there. We've had really good luck with this, and we're able to give you that code TTN20 that you can use at checkout at meetmarcel.com. And, pets are like kids, and they need to be protected. We love the unit. We think you'd love it too. Happy camping. Keep your pets safe.